You're gonna have to forgive me. I'm recovering from a little bit of a, don't know if they call it a flu, viral infection, whatever it was. But I was out for the count, bro. Like literally, I was in bed just shivering. I was hot. I was cold.
Mm.
I had a headache. I didn't have a headache. I had back pains. I didn't have back pains. I had shoulder pains. I didn't have shoulder pains. I was mash up, bro.
Mm.
Mash up. And I'm just literally on the road to recovery now. So I'm a lot better. But every once in a while,
Yeah.
I cough. So you're going to have to, you know what I'm saying? You're going to have to do all the
Come
talking for the
on.
two of us, my brother.
You're here. That's the main thing. You know what I'm saying? Could have
Yeah.
still been in bed wrapped up and them things there. You know what I mean? So,
For real. For real.
man,
For real. For real.
that's the main thing.
But the last time we spoke on this gentleman here, I know some of the key things we said is that he needs to make a public apology. What he did is wrong. He should treat his fans better. He puts out an apology, yeah, and it's something along the lines of like, if I'm not mistaken, it was something along the lines of, if I'm right, which I believe I'm right, then I'm sorry, but I'm right and I'm not sorry. Rather, it was some twisted jargon, cryptic, non-direct to the point nonsense.
Who got Burna Boy?
Burna Boy, yeah.
Yeah. I think I saw something like that. Oh, and at the end he says like "F it anyway" or whatever, something like that.
Yeah, bro. Bro, this,
Yeah, I think I saw that somewhere, bro. Like I said, my spirit's never taken to this African ant. Calls himself an African giant, but he's an African ant. It's an African dung beetle. You know them ones there, bro.
African ant.
Like the way he treats people and them things there, forgetting how he got to where he got to and stuff, yeah. And even like you said, what he put up there, what sort of apology is that?
Yeah.
He's almost like he's too big, like he's superhuman, he's better than everyone.
Yeah.
I know he looks like Predator, but you know what I'm saying? He's still like, you know what I'm saying? He's still like the rest of us and them things there. Do you know what I mean? And from what I'm hearing as well, like, do you know what I'm saying? The downfall is gonna be crazy, bro. Them man is gonna fall down like Jenga, bro. It's gonna be. I'm hearing in America and them things there. Like it shows. It shows are not doing so well.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, do you know what I saw as well? Before we talk about that, yeah, I saw a clip of him and the brother DDG.
DDG, who's that?
He's that streamer, but I think he raps as well. He's one of like these new age streamers. He's like with like Kai Cenat and all that stuff. But I think he started off with rap and all them things there. And he went out with that girl, I think, what's her name? Chloe Bailey or something like that.
I don't know who he is. I probably know him by face, yeah.
He's big with the youngers out here on the roads and them things there, yeah. But he's from America, it's not from the UK or nothing. I saw a clip of him and Burna Boy, and I think he was just rating Burna Boy's thing, you know what I'm saying? And Burna Boy just like, yo, like this is nothing sort of thing, you know what I'm saying? It's just, this is a little show, but it was like I think 18,000 capacity show or something like that. Because it's a little show and all that stuff. And I hear that, even that clip might have been taken out of context in terms of like, maybe saying he does bigger shows and stuff, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But his attitude just gives to me like to say like, he's just ungrateful, he's just like, I don't know. There's just something about him and stuff. Yeah. I've just never really taken to Burna Boy. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, he's got one or two songs and all them things. The man's not gonna deny that, but he's a threat.
Yeah,
to put it simply.
Well, I have heard about his shows that they've been cancelled. I've heard like two
bro.
shows
People been boycotting them and them things there, bro.
Do you know what I mean? I know they've definitely been cancelled. One of them is in Minnesota. I hope I'm pronouncing it right. Minnesota or Minnesota? I don't know, man. Some of the American spellings for their towns and their cities, sometimes they confuse me. Do you know what I mean? Anyway, it's called the Armory. And I checked out the capacity, to see, like, obviously, was he struggling to sell? And the capacity is 8,400, and he struggled to sell tickets for there, so he got cancelled, yeah?
Oh, wow.
Yeah, struggle. Apologies, my people, but yeah, he struggled to sell that, and we know he sold way more than that in the past.
Yeah.
You know, so that got cancelled in Minnesota. Then the other one that got cancelled is in Chicago, United Center. I'm gonna check that one out right now. Chicago, United Center. Let's look at the capacity. Let's check out the capacity. That one is 20,917 capacity. you know, and I'll put images on the screen so you can see the kind of like venues they are. Yeah, he's on his previous tours, he's outsold a lot of these places. These are places he's
Yeah,
going
yeah,
to.
yeah.
It's his second round.
He's done stadiums and all that stuff.
No, but the point I'm making is these same places. This is his third, maybe fourth time performing at these places, and he sold them out in the past. So obviously, it just shows that this time round, he's not appealing to the people who he's meant to be appealing to, because obviously he's insulting.
Because he looks down on people.
He does, you know. And it's funny because I was talking to my wife this morning. Yeah, me and her were in the kitchen just chatting, and I was saying to her, you know, it's so funny because where he kicks that woman out of is a place called Red Rocks Amphitheatre, right? That's another massive venue, 4,500 capacity, yeah. And the lady that he kicked out of there, obviously, this is deep, bro. This goes deep, and I'll tell you why it goes deep, yeah. The video that we did talking about African Americans, Black Americans, and the relationship between Africans and the Caribbeans and trying to bridge that gap, yeah. This kind of rocks that boat a bit. And the reason being, a lot of the FBAs and a lot of the people who feel like Africans owe a lot more explaining, yeah, and owe a lot more, you know, and owe a lot more education on African American culture and that, yeah, and they're coming and making money, they feel insulted by this, bro. Some of this boycott is to do with that as well, bro. Because the lady kicked out, obviously, is an appreciator of the culture, an appreciator of the Nigerian music, the culture, the African music, the culture, West African, you name it, right? Yeah. And the way he treated her, bro, I could see why they're offended, bro. I can see why they're offended. He owes an apology, not just to his fans, but to the culture of these people, the FBAs, the African Americans, the Black Americans. We're coming to their territory to make money. You got to show some respect, bro. You understand? If an African American came to Nigeria and did that to us and didn't apologize, how would we feel? You understand? So I don't think his PR team, I don't think his management, I don't think the people that are meant to counsel him understand the depths of what he's got himself into, bro. Do you know what I'm trying to say?
Well, they get to a point with some of these artists when they get bigger than everybody that represents them, innit? Nobody can get a word through them. You know, they're too big. He seems like he's already got a like big head, you know what I'm saying? He looks like a flipping butthead from Beavis and them things, you know what I'm saying? He's already got a big head and stuff, but like metaphorically as well, his head's overswollen because all the records he's done, all the stadiums he sold out, the arenas he's packed out, and all these things. So in his head, he feels like he literally is the African giant and them things there. Hence the beef with him and Wizkid and Davido and all this stuff, and him thinking he's the biggest, he's the best. Do you remember that year when he came out with that song, Last, and he tweeted about he made 100 million that year or something like that? Do you know what I'm saying? Do you remember that?
I actually don't remember that, you know.
Yeah. He put up saying, you know, on his Instagram stories or something like he made 100 mil that year, and all. It's just like everything about him just screams arrogance, and there's no like humility to this brother. There's no like, yeah, bro. I don't like him. Never have liked him.
Yeah, it's funny.
Yeah, and even going back, I've said it before, but going back to like even his music just not even standing for nothing, and when people have pointed it out, he just respects everything about the culture.
Yeah, and it's funny. It's funny you're saying that his music doesn't have any substance or doesn't represent anything, but yet his greatest idol is Fela Kuti. It's just a contradiction, bro. Fela Kuti stood for everything that he doesn't stand for.
Fela Kuti was known worldwide, you know what I'm saying?
Fela Kuti lost his mum for the struggle. He lost his mum to the struggle, bro. He lost his mum to the cause. You know, his mum got thrown over a cliff by the police because he wouldn't stop like, what's the word I'm looking for? Not chastising, but he wouldn't stop speaking up against the injustice. Do you know what I mean? The corruption and that. And they threw his mum off a cliff, bro. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, also Eminem, I can't believe it. Eminem of all people disagrees with Burna Boy. Eminem sent a tweet saying that's not cool. That's just not cool.
Oh, really?
Yeah, bro. I was actually very shocked. My wife told me I had to go and do a quick search.
This is what I'm saying. Imagine you got people like Eminem, You got massive American artists, Beyonce.
Yeah,
You've had obviously Rihanna. Don't sleep.
Rihanna also
You know what I'm
said he's
saying?
wrong.
The Justin Timberlake. I can't even think of like names off the top of my like the massive people. You have never ever seen this done before.
Yeah.
Until this African dung beetle. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
No one's never done this before. Who does he think he is, bro?
He's very disrespectful,
the person,
bro.
This is not a scrounger.
Yeah.
They've paid their hard-earned money for the seat.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, apparently he's got free coffees at his show and all that. I don't care. I'll dash the beans at him.
Bro,
like.
that's just capitalizing without apologizing. If you apologized and then you said, guys, due to this, I'm going to be giving out free coffee. So if you feel tired, feel free. But you're capitalizing without even apologize, bro. That's apologizing. That's another insult, bro. That's another insult. Do you know what I mean?
The fact that he doesn't feel he needs to apologize shows you his character. Shows you how he feels about the whole situation.
Yeah.
Nothing else needs to be said about it. He feels like why does he need to apologize for? They're still gonna come to my shows. They're still gonna buy my records. So
he said, I know my ticket sales are suffering since that incident. Even the coffee I introduced, no one is buying. So please, I'm sorry to everyone and everything I said was a slip of the tongue. Burna Boy. Nah, this looks like it's dodgy. This doesn't look real, bro.
It's not real.
It doesn't look real. Do you know what I mean?
He doesn't do apologies.
Yeah, I actually found the apology I was telling you about, the one that's cryptic and weird. He said something like, he's here actually. I sincerely apologize if I am wrong. Bruv, that is crazy. I sincerely apologize if I'm wrong. I'm not always right, but I feel right about this. Anyway, I'm just human.
He feels right about that.
He said, anyway, I'm just human, so fuck me. Like, what's that about?
Bro, the fact he's saying he feels right about that, yeah, bro, I'm not gonna lie, it sounds gonna sound mad weird and stuff. Bro, he deserves to not get no more fans at his shows and no more support. He doesn't deserve it because he showed he would do on his supporters. This woman paid her money, bro.
Bro, not even just her money.
He was sitting up front.
And not even that, bro, this woman was suffering. She was actually suffering. That's as a superstar, like, that's the time for you to really show support to your fans. A woman said the father of her child had passed away. She came there to unwind. She came there to forget her grieving. She wanted to just be entertained. And, bro, not only that, bro, you know what? Oh, gosh.
Bro, these superstars, yeah? Bro, superstars are known from bare shows that I've seen, yeah? Chris Brown, when the fans get up on they dance with them. Unless he's a madman that runs on stage. That's another thing. Do you know what I'm saying? You're meant to interact with your fans because these are the people that support you. You're meant to show them love and them things. Oh my God, I can't stand the brother, bro. Nah, bro, how you kick the gal out because she was sleeping? Yeah. So what? So what?
Check this out.
If I want to do handstands on my seat, so what?
It's my money. It's my money. And check this out, yeah. Where he kicked her out of is called the Red Rocks Amphitheater, right? And the capacity is 9,525. It was a sold-out show that night, which means when he kicked her out, he humiliated her, publicly humiliated her in front of 9,524 people, bro. Can you imagine that,
and then add to it on social media.
Bro, bro, you see me, if that was my sister or that was a relative of mine, bro.
That's what I said. How would Burna Boy feel if that was his mum?
Yeah, and he loves his mum. Imagine that. That's someone that someone loves. And one of them has passed away.
Because people don't feel it until it's their own people. So you got to use that example.
Yeah.
How would he feel that was his mum? Your mum get dashed out. She went to see whoever. Get dashed out. You're sleeping. Come out of here, man.
Yeah.
Like I begged to come in there in the first place. What?
Yeah.
Come out of where?
Yeah. It's deep, bro. It's absolutely very, very deep. And it's a shame that no one around him can make him see this, bro. Like, the organizer.
You know what? And where was that show in America? Sorry to cut you. Where was it in America?
The one he kicked her out of. The one he kicked her out of.
Yeah.
It was called the Red Rocks Amphitheater.
Bro, I'm surprised. Honestly, he picked the wrong one. I'm surprised she got out because, bro, I swear you must have rights. I paid. What do you mean?
Yeah, well, you know what?
I wouldn't have got out. I wouldn't have walked out. What?
But clearly, obviously, she came there because she's suffering from grievance. So maybe she wasn't in the mood to even while out. She was tired, bro. She probably thought, F this, let me just leave because this guy's rude. Do you know what I mean?
And he did say he wasn't going to carry his show on as well until she left.
Yeah. He said, "Well, I'm not going to perform unless she leaves." And bro, to me, bro, it's deep because it's like, you know, one thing I've always never understood about artists who do things like that, because I know he's kicked people off stage as well, like with his actual feet, kicked them in the head and stuff like that. Do you remember that time when I think it was like two occasions where, yeah, I remember one, but there was a next one which I don't remember too well. I don't know if I might be making this up, but there's a vague memory of two occasions. But one I know for a fact is some guy ran up on stage and he kicked the guy, literally kicked him, physically kicked him, right? Bro, come on, man. Do you know what I'm trying to say? Michael Jackson, the biggest stars of all the stars in the world combined, people have run on stage. What's he done? Hug them. I'm not saying you should.
Even that story, yeah. Sorry to cut you. I'm just trying to help you save your voice and them things there, yeah.
That's a good one.
No. On the real though. But even, do you remember that? Have you ever heard that story about how he moved to a girl and her man was there? I think this was in Nigeria.
Burna Boy's police escorts shoot married man after singer made pass at wife. The Lagos State Police Commissioner's Special Squad has detained 5 policemen attached to singer, Damini Ogulu, aka Burna Boy, for attempted murder after they shot 2 fun seekers, Hayabami Lawrence and another identified simply as Tolu, at Club Cubana on Victoria Island.
Yeah, that's mad, bro. Even that in itself just shows, bruv, and I saw the clip, I think there was a clip you were telling me about, the last video we talked about him, where you said he disrespected his granddad and his mum in an interview. I saw the clip, bro. Oh my God. Any of you watching this, go and look for it because I don't even want to play it, bro. So basically his granddad was with like that with Fela Kuti. I think it was Fela Kuti's road manager or his manager, which means this man has earned his stripes. Yeah, he's a somebody. So his granddad sat there with his daughter, Burna Boy's mum, and the guy who's interviewing them is asking them questions about Fela Kuti. And I don't know if he gets jealous. He's like, this interview is rubbish, it's shit. In front of his mum, you know. Bruv, I'm West African, right? I've never sworn in front of my mum before. I've never sworn.
He smokes thing in front of his mum as well.
Bruv, look, I'm not saying other cultures that do it, there's a problem with it because their culture in it. But I know for a fact, we as West Africans, there's certain things we don't do in front of our parents or in front of our folks. We just don't do.
Like my dad knows that, for example, I bun. Yeah. My dad knows I bun.
Yeah.
I would never at my big age. Come on, man. We just don't do that.
I couldn't believe it, bro.
We don't do them things.
I couldn't believe it in front of his grandfather.
That's how you know he's a wrong'un.
Bro, in front of his grandfather, not just his mum. Okay, cool, look, sometimes some of these guys, they get away with being a bit too rude with their mum because there's some familiarity there, yeah? And the dad comes and knocks some sense into them, it happens, yeah? But his granddad was sat there, bro, and he was like, this is shit. This is a shit interview. Let's get out of here. And his granddad's like, no, it's actually a good interview. And the mum's like, yeah, it's actually a good interview. And even the interviewer's like, but they're saying interesting things that the fans want to hear. But because it wasn't about him, it was about Fela Kuti. I saw my next interview on $1 million worth of game where he's saying that he never used to be proud to be Nigerian. He said, I never used to be proud to be Nigerian or anything to do with Nigeria. And I'm thinking to myself, this guy, man.
Maybe that, do you know what? He's a horrible person, but maybe that one might be taken out of context. Maybe he's talking about back in the days, you know, like, because a lot of people.
Because he did grow up in the UK, so you might be right. Because he did grow up in the UK,
so maybe that's what he's talking about. That one might be 100% he's a horrible person, but that one might be taken out of context.
Yeah,
because he's a proud Nigerian, from what I know.
Well, so you can tell from his music, obviously, like he's so.
You know, another thing I find really weird and cringy, and just like every time he's buying a car, buying jewelry, he's always got a bag of yes men around him, cheering him, but it's always for himself. He never does anything for anybody.
Well, he bought Steph London a Rolls Royce Bentley, a Rolls Royce SUV.
Respectfully, forget about Steph London. I don't care about Steph London.
No, but I'm saying that shows the level of mentality he has. I'm trying to say to you, bro. Do you know what I mean? I've always said the two of them getting together is the best thing that ever happened for the two of them because they're both idiots. She chats nonsense and slips on her words because she says dumb things like 9-to-5ers are nobodies, and then he's showing his true colours by acting like his fans are nobody. So the two of them, they're both just as messed up as each other, bro. Do you know what I mean? They should have never broke up. They should have stayed together, then they can back each other through their nonsense.
Burna Boy deserves everything. He deserves every single thing he gets coming his way. I hope more people boycott his shows all over the world and everywhere, bro. Do you know what I'm saying?
Well,
now, this is what, bro, see this life here? Like, you get one life.
Yeah.
You get even some of the things that you get to do in life. Like, we've talked about certain things before. You only get one chance at it. You might be lucky and get another chance at it and things. Yeah. Be lucky for the position you're in. Yeah. Like, every day when I wake up, I'm not nowhere near. I'm not Richard like Burna Boy. I'm just a normal guy. Yeah, I wake up every day and I'm so happy because I got my own house. I got my own car. You're not broke. We got food. Kids are happy. Just simple things. This guy's got so much, and he's still like, what? People like that. Honestly, nah, man. They don't deserve anything. I'm sorry. They don't deserve anything.
Well, life is like that. Whatever you put out there is what you get. No one holds your hand while you do it. You put it out there and you get it. I know Davido had something to say about him. I saw it and I forgot to save it, but it was along the lines of like, some people are too like proud to apologize, or something along the lines. And a lot of people are speculating that he's talking about Burna Boy.
The videos is up though, so like these guys are always going to take little opportunities when each other are down to take shots. Them ones there. It's like, so yeah, do you know what I'm saying? He's always taking shots at Davido, saying about Davido's money's from his dad and all them things there and all these things, man. And
bro, whether his money's from his dad or not, he's done very well for himself. A lot of people when they come at these it boys, and I'm sorry guys for breathing so heavily and coughing. I'm still recovering. But a lot of it kids, I can understand the ones who don't do nothing for themselves, But even then, what is your beef? That's their life. What's your beef? You know what I'm trying to say? What do you want? Not all of them can, create their own lane. Some people are going to live with their parents. That's what their parents work hard for. You think you work hard so your parents your kids are going to suffer. Of course you work hard so your kids can have a good life. So I don't understand. It just makes people feel good because of their failures in life to diss successful people's children because they're living off their parents' success. That's the whole point of their parents becoming successful. So when you get someone like Davido who creates his own lane, probably took that money to go studio, probably took that money to make music videos, that shows that he was wise with his investments. I'm sorry.
Because there's loads more other people like that they don't do the same thing. So
yeah. What he turned into a career, some sniff it. What he turned into a career, some go and hire boats. What he turned into a career, some take their friends on holidays, all round trips, and pay for everything for them just so they can have fake friends around them. Do you know what I mean? Clearly, he's smart. He's made good investments. So if that's the reason why he's been dissing Davido, then that's even more reason for me to think, this guy's a absolute circus clown, bro. Do you know what I mean?
He has been for years. He's a goof.
It's deep. Because I actually do like his music, which is the sad thing, bro. But this right here, it's really changed my perception of him. I can't get with that, bro. I can't get with that. That's someone's mum, someone's sister. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, bro, if it was a guy, I'm not trying to sound sexist here, but if it was a guy, I probably really would not care that much. Do you know what I'm saying? I probably would think, why is he sleeping? But then if later on he comes out and says, my missus passed away, my wife passed away, I was tired, then I'll be like, oh, damn, that's kind of deep. But see with me, hold on, see with me, even before the woman said her loved one passed away, so that's the reason why I was still offended, because just off the bat, it's a female. Do you see what I'm trying to say? So you'd think that plus the fact that she announced why she was sleeping would at least make him have some empathy and say, boy, oh, damn, I never knew that. And make an apology on his story or make a video. He still don't give a damn. It's deep, bro. It's deep. It's deep. What was you going to say? You said bare people what?
I can't remember. Lost my train of thought.
Well, I heard Rihanna also was offended, and she's spoken her mind on the situation. I wasn't able to find that, so I don't know how true it is, but I heard she's not too happy about that either. Stuff like this will make a lot of promoters, regardless of how much money they might make, it might make them a bit shaky because they'll think, would a ticket sell or not? Do you know what I mean? We'll have to refund the tickets. People are going to be a bit worried now. you know, his price is probably going to go down because people are going to be like, you need me. You need me. You know, his road manager is probably going to have to do a bit of begging, whereas before his road manager probably could chew food down the phone while he's chatting to you like, okay, I'll speak to him and let you know. Now he's probably going to be like, hello, oh, yes, this phone has not rang in a long time. Yes, I'm his road manager. No, it's the real him, it's the real him. I'll send you a screenshot so you can see it's really, really me. Burna Boy's going to have to hold up some kind of plaque saying, the real Burna Boy. But yeah, not really feeling the way he's gone about. But yeah,
he is the architect of his own downfall.
Yeah, that's actually a very good way of putting it. He is the architect of his own downfall for sure. But let us know what you guys think. How do you feel about this situation? Would an apology matter now? Has it got to a stage now where it's just like it doesn't really matter? You know, what do you think he can do to save his career? If there's any PR masterminds out there, let us know what you think he can do. Maybe his management might watch this and go in the comments and look for some of your wonderful ways that he can save himself from this. Or will it not have an effect at all? Will he still carry on doing his thing? Are people that gullible? Will they just carry on going and supporting? Because I've seen artists do worse and their fans still love them. Look at R. Kelly. The man was urinating and defecating on people. And the fans still said...
Yeah, but that was different.
Bro, he did it for years before it came out.
Yeah, but that was different.
Bro, how is it different? How is it, bro? He even made it.
It wasn't. Remember, he went to court and bus case and all these things.
No. You're talking about when it became public knowledge. I'm talking about when it was circulating in the industry for years. Bro, remember, he released that girl's age ain't nothing but a number in the early 90s, bro. He was doing it for more that time and no one said a single thing.
No, I know, but I know, but it's different when in the industry, we know there's a lot of like worse things that go on. Like, so that being covered, it's nothing. There's a lot of crazy things going on in the industry. But in the public eye, in this day of social media where we can all see stuff,
okay.
You know what I'm saying?
And I got one for you now.
Even back in the day when we saw that video of him peeing, you know what I'm saying? You saw it, but it was grainy videos. It wasn't like 4K, like how man get caught today and stuff. You know what I'm saying?
But the point I'm making is people still supported. Even when it had come out that he was dating the girl when she was 15 years old, he married her when she was 15 years old. Bro, I don't care whether I can see him clearly peeing or not. He married a 15-year-old girl, bro. Like, and people still...
Elvis married a 14-year-old.
That's the point I'm trying to make. This is why I'm saying to you, do you think, like, people even care? Because people love these people. They're such massive fans. They love these people so much. Do you think they're going to care when worse has been done? It's not as if like him kicking that lady out was him dating a 13-year-old girl. Do you know what I'm trying to say? People might still support him. They might forget it. You know? Let us know what you guys think anyway. Let us know what you guys think. Peace, beloved. Peace.
Peace, God. Peace, my brother.